Firstly, obviously 6-2. It was 6-2, believe? 6-2. And look, Chelsea last season scored quite a bit of goals, to be fair. You had some games where you battered teams. But 6-2 after going in at 2-2, it was looking like, same old. In fact, it looking like, whoa, hold on, we'll win the game. Yeah. So to go from that to a 6-2 type of game, how you feeling, bruv?
I'm encouraged by what I saw. I think a lot of talk around Chelsea at the moment is focused on off the pitch matters. I think the performance against City wasn't the worst performance you've ever seen, but the difference in quality was clear to see. This particular game, there was moments, like you said, you thought, and even before the game, we'll get to Nani, but when Nani's little Instagram story mishap happened, it kind of felt like this was the type of game where we would lose. And then Wolves would the Wolves admin will throw up. But it's not a nice place now.
Delete your drafts. Delete your drafts.
Get rid of all of that. So to do that performance, but in the fashion as well, I think the biggest takeaway for me is last year, if that was a Chelsea performance, in the 60th minute, you'd see defensive substitutions. This year, you've got João Felix and Neto coming onto the pitch. There was a different sort of hunger to score more goals, to stick to the philosophy, to keep making sure that we doubled down, which I was impressed with. It's the youngest team in the Premier League. And I feel like when you watch this team, you understand why the good bits are the good bits and why the bad bits are the bad bits. Attacking going forward, that looked like youth team football where everyone's popping about. Everyone wants to get in on the party. Cole Palmer's getting 3 assists and 1 goal, which is crazy, by the way. Madueke is getting his first hat-trick before Bukayo Saka and Marcus Rashford. Let's put it out there. Everyone's eating. Everyone's Uber eating.
Don't try to drop that in slightly, bro. Are you giving stick talk right now?
Yeah, come on, man. That's an achievement. That's an achievement. When people are putting achievements down, he can say, listen, I did this, you get me?
Say no more.
That was impressive, and I like the fact that we doubled down on that. Nico Jackson scoring a header. When that happened, I thought, whoa, this is like Freaky Friday. What's going on here? Something's happening.
Yeah.
And then when he doubled down, and we'll get into his little statement afterwards, but there were signs of things that you could be encouraged by. I mean, when you have noise around a club, you just want to win. Winning 6-2, it gives the manager an ability to be like, listen, well, if you didn't believe before, start believing. The key thing now is to keep that momentum going, because with a young squad, when you play teams that are a lot more difficult than Wolves, and that passage where Wolves had is sustained, now we will see what players are about. The midfield, we have to discuss in the first half, was like a sieve. It was porous. Any 1-2
I saw that tweet. I was dying, man.
Bro,
I said a sieve.
Bro, it's just
funneling shit, bro.
I was like, what's going on here? In the second half, much better. But I think that for me, it showcases the lack of experience we have in this team. And I'm not saying it because I want like a couple old heads just walking around. There's a certain know-how that you have when you've played a certain amount of games. Ends on the second half, that's what you want to see. Ends on the first half, my word, that was shocking. But again, when I break it down, he's 23, and before he played in the Premier League, maybe 15 games in Europe,
you saw
a World Cup campaign, and the Benfica sort of year. You saw both sides.
You saw the good and the bad, I think, in pretty much all the Chelsea performance.
And what do we say specifically about young players? They have to play to improve, but there's going to be moments where it's sometimes maybe good and sometimes maybe shit. So that's why we see that. But I am also worried about the defence as well. I think Colwell's performance was good. It got better, but it's a very young centre-half partnership. We always talk about A and B side. I don't know who's taken what role yet. Fofana's obviously quicker, so he's going to recover, but it feels like that defence, that centre-half pairing specifically lacks physicality as well. But I can't down on that because they tried. But in all, good performance, encouraging. Patterns of play were there to see. Last season, people were saying that, how did Chelsea play? You can see what we're trying to do here. It's not a Man City, but it's a system. It's something. There's a scheme of play. There's combinations. There's
combinations.
There's things to be encouraged by. And even like what I really liked as well, even though Maresca would probably hate it, the Cole Palmer goal, where it was just route one, little flick on. That's
all
Premier
that
League heritage.
tiki-taka, all this, triangles. Forget all that. Get it up the pitch. Get it in the goal.
And obviously, we will never know whether they've been encouraged to do that or whether they just thought.
Sometimes the players take control of the situation.
But that's what
Sanchez just released the ball immediately, and if you look at it, actually, was the ball rolling? The ball might have been rolling, but he just initiative saw that it was a mismatch. It was like a not 2v1, but that defender was going to struggle if he got that ping right. And he just did it. So that's credit to Cole Palmer for an incredible cool finish. Nico Jackson for even getting onto and linking it up. But I keep calling him Davinson Sanchez. And Robert Sanchez deserves a lot of credit for his quick thinking there.
100%.
There ain't no Trent corner taken quickly, but it was quick thinking.
It was a good ping. A good ping.
Goal kick taken quickly.
I think what you say there, though, about players taking initiative as well, I feel like that's what it was in the second half. As much as I think, obviously, Maresca ball will come through in the end, I think that was two players in Palmer and Madueke saying, you know what, we're going to grab this game by the scruff of the neck. And especially Madueke, when you do the stick talk the night before talking about, hey, everything in this city is shit.
Have you been to Wolves before?
I ain't been to the mid. I ain't been that deep in the Midlands, I can't lie.
Apologies to any Wolves fans or people from that side of the world out here. Apart from like the big Asda, there's not much in Wolves. Sandwell and Dodwell is a bit nice. There's a go-karting thing there.
Birmingham, though? Ain't that near Birmingham?
Yeah, but Brum is Brum, innit? All the outskirts.
He's saying that's the dirty side of the city. Hey,
like,
listen.
there's not much going on there. So what? These lot would probably got to the hotel and looked on and thought, this is mad.
Yeah.
So,
but I thought that was two players who basically said, do you know what,
up.
we're gonna. And listen, Palmer, he's trying to beat all the accusations of a one-season wonder because it was, can he repeat what he did last season? Because last season, bro, that was a freak of nature type season, and especially in the type of season you lot were having, it was chaos, bro. He seemed like the only one able to stand out. I feel like Madueke, though, throughout his Chelsea career, he's had like flashes, he's had moments, and I've always liked him, obviously.
Likewise.
Academy graduate.
Breaking news. Chelsea are exploring a deal to sign Jadon Sancho from Manchester United.
He's broken.
Yeah, that's Sky Sports Seth. Sky Sports chef.
Dame chef.
And Damasio. Chelsea have inquired. They want a proposal for include a swap deal potentially.
Swapping who?
You lot better be smoking high type of grade if you think we're taking Ben Chilwell for that, right?
If you look at Nani today, Nani fried because it was direct. Cole Palmer is the one that has the ability to kind of float.
To be fair, I wouldn't say it was direct. I think you guys got them in transition because Wolves were incredibly positive. Wolves thought... Well, Chelsea are here for the taking, and listen, there was all the praise about Ait Nori in the first half. But goodness me, if you're talking about hot and cold, you're talking about two sides of a performance that you're saying about Enzo. Ait Nori, how is man scoring a hat trick on your identically? Where the hell are you, bro? But that's everyone. I was like, where's Ait Nori, bro? You know what I mean? So each one,
cage footballer, man.
Yeah, man wants to do one of the skill, but yo, you got to defend him, bro. He got dunked, like he meant a hat trick on his head. So like Wolves, I think were too open, but that's credit to Chelsea for identifying that. Palmer in them situations is cool when it comes to the pass, picking out a pass in that 10 position. That was looking very good. And then obviously you've got Noni on fire.